we're trying to implement health and nutrition here at the Maniscalco household.
Yeah.
And from the schools to the camps to the wherever they go, I'm shocked at what they're serving.
Crap.
Now, in the medical field, don't you think, because you guys are not really trained in like nutrition and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, eat, it's not coming from the physicians, right? The pediatricians.
Right.
You're not going, if a kid comes in and he's eating a pico, you're not going, wait, what are you eating that for? You should have an apple. It's much more healthier.
I mean, we're talking about it, but you're right, in very general terms. I was just talking to a colleague about this, that I read this book called Outlive, which talks about longevity in adults. And he talks about how in medicine, we tend to do things after the fact, right? You have a heart attack, now we're treating you. Mm-hmm. You have high cholesterol, now you're getting medication. When you should have initiated something to improve that 10, 20 years earlier. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking that, pediatrics is considered preventive medicine. Like there's no bigger, I think, specialty that does preventive medicine than pediatrics. My job is just sitting, a lot of it is sitting and talking about what to expect, safety, how to prevent things for the future. And then when I read this book, it made me sad. Like maybe I'm not even doing a great job. And I thought about nutrition. Like, why don't we give prescriptions for things like we do amoxicillin for an ear infection? Why don't we say at 2 years of age, you know what? Take your 2-year-old and the family should 3 days a week walk 7 minutes around the block. And then when they're 5 years old, make it 15. Like, do a prescription. Why don't we eat this way and then da-da-da-da? Because if we started it then, it becomes part of their daily life. They don't know anything differently for the future. We're always trying to correct things after you're used to it. The child who's been snacking, eating crap all their life, and then you tell them, don't do that, eat fruit. Are they going to do that? No. And in order to do that, like you said, you have to model, which means you got to take it out of your house altogether, because you can't have two people doing it and then ask one person not to. It's so hard. So I agree with you. I think it's something that even as a physician, we should do much earlier. And I look at it almost like a prescription for medicine. It would be nice to come up with something that we're doing that, right? If your child got used to doing these daily walks as a family, one, it's a great thing, but also they wouldn't know anything differently than, oh, that's what I do. I exercise every day.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And the fact that you're trying to do it at home, but when they leave the home, I mean,
nobody's following along with it.
What are they going to do? Go to the kid? Everybody's having popcorn or whatever the hell they're eating with butter and this, that, the other thing. My kid's going to go, do you have an apple?
Right. And you know this, what do 100% of schools in the country give for lunch on Fridays?
Pizza.
Yeah. We all know that.
Yeah.
We remember it. Friday was pizza day. 100%. They still do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, right? You're right. It's so hard to follow, because even if you're doing a good job in your home, when they go to a friend's house, when they go to, and we say everything in moderation, that is really the key, but it's really hard to teach a child that when we live in a world of excess.
The opinions expressed in this program are not intended as professional medical advice, as a diagnosis, as a treatment protocol, or as a substitute for professional medical advice from your physician. Please consider your own medical history and consult with your own physician for your specific healthcare and/or medical needs, and about your concerns for yourself and your family.